Over the last few days and weeks, Pierre has fought for and won a tremendous amount of loot. Tools, books, food, guns and ammo, everything that he needs to survive. Except he's got nowhere to put it all. It's time for more base upgrades, it's time for a kick-ass storage facility. Yes, indeed, over these last few weeks, Pierre has cleared out the post office, he's cleared out the police station, the fire station, the city hall. Hotel de Ville means city hall. It's not a hotel. My bad, my French, very bad. And there's just loads of loot in around ready to be picked up. But before we pick it up, we got to find somewhere to put it all. This bit here is a blank canvas. We're going to head out, check out all the nearby areas looking for really good storage options, and then we're going to put it all in here, and then we're going to absolutely go to town with the loot. Okay, so over these last few days and weeks, Pierre has come across a tremendous amount of loot, a whole library of books, a police department, a fire department, a post office, a hardware store. Most of the loot he hasn't even taken. It's still sitting on the shelves ready for him to take it, but he's got nowhere to put it. So today we're going to be looking to get an amazing, well, a serviceable to begin with storage location, storage area in our base. So that means finding all the sort of storage options that we need. So we're going to head up first, try and kill two birds with one stone, or at least we're actually going to have to try and kill 3 zombies with 1 crowbar. We're going to go to head to the hardware store, and there's always another zombie. There's a load of really useful tools, maybe even a fishing rod that we might have missed. Man, there's a lot of zombies. This is very alarming. And hopefully there's some metal shelves. We're going to mainly use metal shelves because they're the easiest to pick up and transport, and they kind of look cool as well. First, we've got to take care of all these zombies that would really love to eat Pierre's face off. There we go. Let's just kill that alarm. There's always another zombie. Let's just check the barricades, make sure they are still intact. But of course, there's always another zombie. You can see we're going with the crowbar. Continue to work on that long blunt. Okay. That is really encouraging. That is really encouraging. Those cheval de frise, I still don't know if I'm saying that right, are still intact, are still there. They are a really good defense option because they do cause the zombies damage as well. They fight back. Now, where the hell is that hardware store in all of this fog? There it is. I think in this back area here we might have, yes. Okay, that's a good start. That's exactly what we want to find. We're going to primarily be looking for these metal shelving units. But again, we've got to take care of the local pests before we can go back to our main objective. And I'm really surprised at the amount of zombies that are here in this area. But I think now is our chance. Do need to be careful because, yeah, we don't want to be caught carrying a really heavy load by zombies, because that will really affect our ability to defend ourselves. What a way to go that would be. Caught carrying a heavy shelf. Man, there are a lot of zombies. Man, there really are a lot of zombies. They keep coming. I was not expecting to have to kill a couple of dozen zombies. We've gone through this area 3-4 times. Every time we return, there's a good couple of dozen zombies. It's been one of the challenges in keeping the barricades intact. Those wandering zombies, they just non-stop. Maybe now we can pick up the storage we need. That is the hardware store. You can see the shelves are still largely full. There's a lot of, I mean, I can't even remember what's there. Okay, that is the shelves empty. Just have a little bit of a look around. Make sure we're not going to get surprised. Ooh, what is this? Ooh, wow. Another trait magazine. Some wood glue. We can use that for repairing certain weapons. Man, there's actually a lot of nails. I'm just going to fill up this duffel bag with as much useful gear as I can. Okay, well there we are. That is that duffel bag completely full. We are never going to be short on nails. I think we haven't even searched through half of this area. We've got a lot of really useful gear, but the standout definitely 12 boxes of nails. Let's get this in the back of the van and let's get some of these metal shelves back to base. Okay, we're back at base. We managed to pick up 4 metal shelves, which is a lot of storage. It's a really good start, but it's going to be tedious work. We're going to have to just go back and forth so many times. But it is a job that is worth doing, and it's also, hopefully, a job we'll only need to do once. Now, the plan is, there isn't a plan. All I know, most of the storage is going to go here, so I'm going to start off with metal shelves all the way along the back wall. I want to keep access to this area here. Maybe I want to make this a sort of mechanics area so we can work on our van, because you can see we don't really take care of them. So I'm thinking mechanics here. Everything else in terms of tools and weapons here, excuse me, with the exception of guns and ammo. We can have a lot of guns and ammo. Where do we want to put it? I'm not sure, but I'm kind of thinking here. It'd be a bit of a flex, but maybe not. I haven't really decided, but for now let's just focus on putting in place all the storage shelves that we've got. Okay, well there we go. It's a start. I've changed it about 3 or 4 times. I'm still not convinced that this is the best way to do it. Maybe I should get rid of these barrels as well and really go for it. But as usual, it's taken so much longer than you might think. Maybe we should. Yeah, do we want to can we get rid of all this? We do have a sledgehammer, so we can basically reshape this, remodel this exactly, excuse me, how we want to. But for now, let's just concentrate on getting the storage, and then we can figure out the exact configuration at that point. We've got now 5 bags of loot. We still haven't even properly cleared out the police department. I haven't really searched through the fire department at all. And there is a library's worth of books still waiting at the city hall as well. And maybe 3 or 4 bags potentially of gear still in the hardware store. So much loot to grab. Okay, we're back at this far west corner of the estate. Now there's way more storage over in the post office, what we need. Not really sure what is left here, but what is for sure is that those zombies are after those barricades, and I can't have it. I can't stand it. So we've got to take them out. There's only 3 or 4. I don't know who's going to win, the spiky barricades or the zombies. But we want these barricades to last as long as possible. So I want to keep this area as clear as possible for as long as possible. But let's see if we can find some more storage. There's always a zombie. There's always a zombie to disturb you. I want to mix it up. I don't want to just rows and rows of metal lockers. There's the red tool cabinets. I want to get some of those for the mechanics area. I'm a fan of these metal lockers as well, so we're looking to pick up 2 or 3. Hopefully we won't have to search too far and wide to find some more storage. Oh, this is such a pain. Those wandering zombies are such a pain. You never get a moment's peace. We've got one massive metal locker tucked under our arm while we swing away with a crowbar, as you do. Okay, well, I'm not sure I really want these sort of low shelving units. So let's see what's up these stairs. More low shelving units. Okay. Anything worth quickly grabbing? Maybe a propane torch. I don't think I've found a welder's mask yet, which means we can't really do any metalworking until we do, which is gonna cause us problems. Ooh. It's going to cause us some problems when we need to repair our vehicles. Yeah, we can come back for this stuff, and we will come back for this stuff, I promise. Let's continue searching for some more storage. Okay, brilliant. We got one of these. These things always look absolutely spot on in a mechanics area. We do have a lug wrench and a tire pump. Do you need to be careful carrying all these heavy gear with zombies wandering around? We could quite easily get surprised. Oh man, every time we come back to this van, there's another zombie or two filtering into the area. It's just constant irritation, constant interruption, constant harassment. But we can take care of it. We can take care of it. Let's get this on a seat quickly. Oh man. There's another one. There's another one. At least one. That's crazy. A two. Do I need to run? Oh, come on. Take them out. Okay. Phew. It's just one at a time. We should be okay because you can see with this heavy weight, the drowsiness, the over encumbrance, our swing speed is slow, our effectiveness is greatly diminished, but there we go. Man. Okay, well this is proving to be much trickier than I was expecting. There's just zombies around every corner. It's a real tricky situation when you're carrying really heavy items like this. There is a zombie right behind the garage, I think. It's getting dark. Yeah, he's getting more and more tired by the moment. The power is back on. We've only managed to grab a couple of metal lockers and a red tool cabinet, but I think that's going to have to be it for today, at least. Let's get this back to base before we encounter any more problems. Okay, well that's quite a big problem. I'd say that's quite a big problem. Oh my god. I do not know what happened just then. But that is a mess. That is a real mess. I don't know if we hit a cheval de frise or what happened, but man, that was a heart-stopping moment. And the power's out. Just to really rub things in. Oh wow. Okay. That's a problem. We got a locker. We got a long walk in the dark. We've got one zombie on us somewhere, so we're gonna have to have a bit of a foot race, a walking race, and maybe we can run a little bit. I don't want to get caught up in any combat because one zombie soon turns into two, soon turns into three, so we just want to prioritize getting back to the safety of our base. Man, this really is a long, slow walk, and also the longer it goes on, the more convinced I'm going to run into a bandit or a helicopter's going to start. That was very slow, but thankfully completely uneventful walk back to base. Poor Pierre is absolutely dead on his feet. We got one more locker. I managed to remember that you can actually carry them secondary, so it lightens the load quite a lot. That went badly wrong. We got to try and somehow retrieve that van, or at the very least the gear that's inside it. We've got a couple of guns, 3 or 4 duffel bags, and obviously the containers in there. I guess tomorrow we're going to return back there with our other van. Maybe try and somehow, it's definitely worth a try, use this van to try and push the other vehicle back onto its 4 wheels so it's drivable again. But right now what Pierre needs is some food because he's absolutely starving. He's excessive exertion, he can barely walk. He's a little bit anxious, he's on edge. Just to see if we got any junk food, if we got anything we can eat really quickly. Some sugar and whatever that is. Well, I've got no idea what pastis is. Is it sort of oil? It's alcohol. Okay. Well, we've just put ourselves in an even more vulnerable position by getting pissed. Oh, let's just keep that. I'm keeping the empty bottles for maybe making Molotovs. There's always an option for that. Pierre really needs his bed. Okay, it is the next morning. I did not set the alarm, so Pierre's had one hell of a lie-in. It is already almost midday and we got so much to do as well. We got to unload some, if not all, of these bags of loot. It's just so much stuff everywhere. And yes, okay. The other thing I wanted to do today is, I think it's a metal sheet. I want to try and fix this trunk. It is kind of knackered. It used to be at about 150. It's now 66. We're going to have to use this van for the next few days at least, because yeah, we kind of crashed the other one. It's lying on its side right now. We can try and push it over. What do we need? We need one metal. Ooh, wow. We are ways off. We are not going to be able to do anything with that. Metalworking level 3, mechanics 2. Okay. Well, we're going to hit the road in a short while, but let's see if we can just empty maybe a couple of these bags. This one will do. Okay, we'll look at all this empty storage waiting to be filled. I'm still not entirely convinced that this is the best configuration. I do kind of like the idea of keeping a little bit of wine, but maybe I should get the sledgehammer and get rid of all of this when we've got another couple of walls to use. But for now, I want to start get some of this gear in place. We've got so much loot all over the place, so much to do. I think what we're going to do here, hammers, nails and saws. That's what's going to go in here. Okay, well, we've got the beginnings of some sort of organization. I'm going to go with sort of tapes and wire and things like that here on this one. This one is going to have tools of all types. This one is going to have any metalworking stuff. And as you saw already, that's got nails, hammers and saws. Do have a lot of stuff though. A lot of stuff. But let's see if we can start to try and organize some of it. Okay, well, things are starting to come together nicely. Things are starting to get organized. I found the sledgehammer again, for instance. And another good thing with getting organized, getting your loot in place, is it actually gives you a good idea of what the hell you've got. Because if you just leave it lying around in bags, then you kind of lose track and you don't really realize that actually, yeah, you've already got 28 garbage bags, 8 screwdrivers, and maybe you don't need any more. Let's just spend the rest of today just chilling out at base, just putting things away. We've got a lot of food. I was thinking I might just move into the other kitchen, and by that I mean just in here. We got, no, not there. Where is the kitchen? The kitchen is here. Right, yeah, we got this kitchen here. Maybe this should be where proper sort of operations are. I don't know. It's going to be difficult to plumb in. But this, we're going to live all in the same wing. We'll figure it out. We're going to put all the food in here. Actually, it doesn't have an oven. So we'll have to postpone that idea because we need electrical level 3 to get an oven in place. Okay, so we're going to have to just use the kitchen. Again, we need to get those rain collector barrels installed. We're going to have to use the kitchen, the main kitchen in the other wing. Okay, well, that's all our medical gear, all our food dropped off. You can see we've still got a lot of work to do in terms of making this a really proper, organized, thought out base. We've got all the medical gear in the kitchen, but it is nice to see a good supply of food again. Let's just, yeah, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We've got 2 lots of pasta. We got the, yeah, it's raining, so the cooking pot is full of water. So let's make a nice pasta meal. Read some of these skill and trait magazines that we've just got lying around all over the place. And then we'll go again tomorrow morning. Okay, well, it is the next morning. Pierre's actually been awake since 4:30 and he's just been waiting around for the sun to slowly rise. For once, we're going to actually remember to check the emergency broadcasts, see if a helicopter is inbound today. Let's have a look at when did we last get a helicopter? Where is the notepad? Let's have a look. So it's the 28th of July. So it's been 16 days. 16 days and no helicopter. Did we miss it somehow? Okay, well, here we go. Here's the emergency broadcast. Another really useful thing with the broadcast is it will tell you what the weather is going to be like. So we have been caught out with that before with some really bad storms. Expecting light to moderate rain. I think we can manage with that. Okay, but this will, if I can actually remember, we got a severe weather warning 5 days ahead. That's going to be August 18th. But no air activity detected. Interesting. I don't know what is going on there, but it is time to launch a rescue mission. We got to try and retrieve our capsized, our overturned van. We can check the barricades and make sure they're still holding, and we can also finally finish looting one location. There's always so much work to do. We still got to loot the police department, check out the fire department properly, and then there's the huge library that is in the city hall as well. So let's get to it. Okay, well, we got a really interesting situation. We got a bandit who's slowly turning into a meal for these zombies. He's actually been torn to shreds, and there he is. There he is. Well, I was wondering what the hell. That's a zombie merry-go-round. I was wondering what the hell is going on with all of those zombies. Why is there a group of zombies right close to our base? There's no reason for that. Well, the reason was there was a bandit, but it's an ex-bandit. The zombies did our work for us, and we're definitely going to have at least a military backpack. Okay. The area is clear, the area is safe. Ooh. We got a military backpack with little bits of food, but interesting. Let's take that water bottle. We got some magazines, absolutely brilliant. We desperately need those. And we got a spare green camo jacket. How that's not ripped to shreds, I do not know. Okay, let's grab what we want. Okay, well, here we are. What an absolute mess that is. I don't remember it being quite at an angle. It seems to have got worse. We do not have an option to push it over. There's absolutely no way we can do that, but what we can try and do is to push it over with this van. It is dangerous, as we saw what happened just driving down. We somehow clipped one of these chevaux de frise, so we don't have much room for maneuver. What we're going to definitely have to do first is move these cardboard boxes, but of course we know the drill. There is always another zombie, and we got another zombie coming out of the house. Man, with just no rest at all. Okay, well, that took a lot longer than I would have liked. I'll tell you what, just while we're thinking about it, let's have a little look at our numbers. Kills wise, we've now survived 1 month, 7 days, 5 weeks now. We need to sort out this hair. We do not want that, Donnie. We did manage to read the Axeman trait magazine, so that's another trait. I mean, look at that. It's a crazy long list. 1,568 kills. And the skills. Look at all of those beautiful golden boxes. Amazing. Cooking. We got boosts in and electrical mechanics. These combat skills, they are coming along very well indeed. And there's another one in a beautiful bit of timing. Long blunt level 2. What is the... Okay, still plenty of life left in this crowbar as well. Okay, well, this is going to be tricky. Let's firstly move these cardboard boxes out of the way so they don't cause any sort of problems. And now we got to get in the van and push this other van, and it's either going to be so easy and work beautifully or not work at all, but it's going to cause a lot of noise in the van. There we go. Of course, there's some zombies nearby. We don't want the van to get surrounded while we're trying to push the van back onto its four wheels. So we want to make sure the immediate area is completely clear of zombies, because you know how it goes. There is always another zombie. There's always some zombies off in the distance. No matter how much time and effort and how many zombies we've killed, there's always another one. Oh, we got another bandit. We got another bandit. I was just looking off in the distance. Can they get to us, or will the zombies get them? They are not interested at the moment. They do have a baseball bat though, so why am I standing here admiring the view? I'm not ready for a one-on-one face-off with a bandit that's got a baseball bat. That's a long-range weapon. It could end badly for me. It definitely end badly for one of us. Ugh. Do we want to try and push it now? Do we want to try it now? Will it work? Oh, it will. Oh, yes. That is beautiful. That is beautiful. But there's no way I'm getting out of this van. Okay, well, I suppose what I can do, if I'm quick, is jump in this van. Now that it's back on its four wheels, it should be drivable. Okay, well, that really couldn't have gone any better. We've got our van back. It's a little bit worse for wear. Let's see if we can find what happened to that bandit. Where the hell? What is going on here? This is quite a lot of zombies. There's the bandit. They are still running around. Poor guy. Poor guy thinks he's got enough problems already. And here I am with a van running him over. And there we are. Wow, that is a lot of zombies though. Man, they really did attract a lot of attention, and it's a level of attention that I'm not happy to get involved with. I did want to loot this hardware store. That's on the to-do list. It's top of the to-do list. So let's do it. Let's see if we can quickly clear out about 50 zombies. So we're not messing around. We're going with a nightstick. It's midday. Let's see how long this takes. Yeah, here they come. Here they come. This is a challenge. Is Pierre being a little bit too casual? But he's kind of making it look easy at the moment. They're still coming. There's going to be a lot of work to do. The other zombies banging on the barricade just to wind Pierre up. But I think he's got this. I think we've got this. We are being pushed back a long way. It is possible we might stumble into some other groups behind. But I think the zombies have been really strung out. And Pierre is absolutely kicking ass right now. Well, I kind of lost count of just how many zombies Pierre killed in less than an hour, I hasten to add. But I mean, the zombies are even surrendering. Get off the barricade. Absolutely annihilating them. Well, there we go. That was kind of almost an anti-climax. I mean, there was a couple of dozen zombies and I thought, okay, this is going to get out of control. Where did they all go? Did we really take down that huge group of zombies in an hour? It certainly looks like it. Okay, well, I just wanted to check in there just to see how many storage parts there were. But yeah, I could hear a lot of footsteps. I knew there was trouble. Pierre's instincts kicking again, but there's the exertion kicking in. We need to just maybe take care of these few and then fall back for a little rest. Let's not get overconfident. Okay, well, there's another level up. Nimble level 2. Things are going so well. Oh, I was hoping I'd be able to get to that bandit. It's not much further ahead, but there's a lot of zombies. Let's fall back. Let's have some rest, and then let's finish picking clean this hardware store. Yeah, well, Pierre was hoping to read the handyman's guide. He's not quite managed to finish it, but that's why he's sort of got distracted and got jumped almost by 3 zombies. And they really, I just still can't get over just how they get about. They look like zombies on a mission. Unfortunately, all they're going to find is the short, blunt end of Pierre's nightstick. Okay, there we go. Dealt with. But 4 o'clock in the afternoon and Pierre is drowsy. That's because he woke up at 4:30 this morning. It's been a long day for him already. Honestly, I really thought I'd be able to blast through, clear out the hardware store, clear out, get to the police department, clear out all of the guns and ammo, get to the city hall and clear out all the books from there. And we haven't even sorted out the hardware store yet. And one of the main reasons for that are these guys. They are absolutely everywhere. Okay, well that is the nightstick done. Kind of feeling like we're starting to get sort of subtle hints. Go down, zombie. About sort of maybe falling back, calling it a day for today at least. Okay, well I've looked off into the distance. Can't see any zombies. Of course, there's always just one. We got this hardware store. It's got a lot of gear. We got a lot of empty bags. Let's put that right. You can see those shelves. There's still a lot to be looted. I'm not going to take anything and everything. Again, this is one of the advantages of knowing, organizing your storage and your loot. I must have 6 hammers already, so I'm not going to pick up those. Oh, look at these guys. What the hell is going on? Look at these guys go. They are absolutely, they're just, I mean, that's kind of scary just how fast some of these zombies do move. Where are they going? They better not be going towards the barricades, that's all I can say. Well, probably should have just run away and called it a day, but I've decided to turn around and fight. We're a little bit over encumbered, we're a little bit drowsy. There's bound to be a zombie come from behind at any point, because yeah, they are just so restless, these zombies. But I'm determined to at least finish looting the hardware store. Okay, but I'm gonna have to keep a close eye on these moodles. I don't want to push it too far, because again, yeah, they just got zombies all over the shop, falling over all the time it seems. Okay, we need to be really careful. Oh, it's so close. Can we at least just finish looting the hardware store? For that I need a bag. Okay, let's see if we can actually finish the... I was just about to say, we're bound to get disturbed, and we can't even get started before that happens. 2 zombies, 3 zombies. Let's just get out of here. Let's not risk it. Pierre's getting more and more tired. Get off my van, you bastard. The loot will still be here tomorrow. Man, wow, what a problem. I mean, at least we did get the van back. We got another bag of loot. We're going the wrong way. But let's call it a quits. Let's get this stuff back to the base. Well, I think we might have to take the long way round, because that van is kind of in the way. I'm really worried about trying to squeeze through. We saw what happened last time. So we're going the scenic route. Let's go this way. We're going to go all the way around the block. It gives us a chance to scout out the area, see how many more zombies there are. Probably a lot. Is that the bandit? I think that's the bandit. Can you believe that? There's the bandit. We've got to make this quick. They got a random collection of gear. Take the soap. We need soap. We need a jack. And look at that. Wow. A welder's mask. Wow. I did not expect the bandit to be I did not expect there to be just a complete absence of zombies. Where the hell did they all go? Oh, there they are. There they are. Oh my god, there's not another bandit nearby, is there? Man, that is a lot of zombies. There's another lot of zombies there. It just feels like they've only just come into the area. Oh, there's so many zombies. Still so much more work to do. The progress never seems to be as quick as you hope, as quick as you expect. But I suppose the important thing is, there's so many zombies. The important thing is Pierre is still alive. He hasn't even had a scratch on him yet after 5 weeks. Boy, that's a lot of zombies to clear up. Okay, well there's our barricade, still absolutely completely intact. It's still light. What are the zombie numbers like? Hardly any. Should we grab a bag of loot while we're here? We got some coffee. Let's do it. Let's have a quick nip of coffee. Can't hear any gurgles, can't hear any footsteps. Going upstairs will mean we're out of sight. Let's just take the moment to fill up water. And let's make this quick. This bag is already a third full. But we've got all of this gear still to pick up. Or did we pick it all up? I could have sworn we still had shelves. Maybe okay, we got all the guns and ammo. I could have sworn we had more guns and ammo than the 2 bags that are back home, but maybe not. What we can do is grab some of these green lockers. So let's do that. And for once, there's going to be no zombies. So yeah, we can finish off in the next episode. It's going to have to be it for today, but we can finish off grabbing all the storage we need and finally get everything in place. We still need to finish looting the hardware store. That is going to be a big task, it seems, because there's just zombies motoring up and down that freeway. And also we got to get to the city hall further south here for a load of books. And we've also got to find time to read all the books and magazines that we've got, so we can get some traps in place, get up to carpentry level 4, get some rain collector barrels in place, get into mechanics so we can repair our van, maybe even go scouting for some replacements. There's so much more to do, but hopefully it's going to be fun doing it. Hopefully it's going to be death free. But that's going to have to be it for today. I hope you guys are enjoying the series, and I hope you guys will continue to follow Pierre's adventures. But that's going to be it for today. Smash that like button, sub, comment, hit that notification bell, all that jazz. Thank you so much for your support. Peace.